Hi guys, so I was just making a soup. It's kind of a chilly day even though we are in spring now, and got a wild hair just to record it, so it might be a little bit off kilter when we go to actually make the soup at the beginning, but other than that we go step by step. So generally to make this knockoff, Zuppa Toscana type thing, it's the sausage and potato soup that you might find at a restaurant that treats you like family there, or when you're there, your family. You're gonna need a few things. So the way I make mine is super easy. You're just gonna need about a pound of, I use mild sausage. If you're using mild sausage, you might want to throw in some pepper flake or some hot Italian sausage, right? So mild Italian sausage or hot, I use mild. An onion, half an onion, dice it up, whatever amount you like. A teaspoon or so of minced garlic. After that, you're going to need 3 or 4 or 5 potatoes, however you like, with the skin on, obviously scrubbed and washed really well. You're going to cut them in half and then cut them in slices that are about 1/4 inch thick. You're going to top all that after you've browned your meat and everything that we talk about in just a minute, with enough water to cover the potatoes. That could be 6 cups, 8 cups, whatever it is, depending on your sausage and the potatoes you have in there. And you're going to top it either with water and then add some chicken broth, bouillon. Oh, the sunlight is totally changing now. Or start off with chicken broth anyway. So top it off with chicken broth, right? So to cover the potatoes. Let that cook down, and then you're just going to add about 3/4 cup or a cup of heavy cream and as much spinach or kale as you like. For me, it's about half a bag, like a big bag of spinach. So that's it, guys. And then we're going to walk you through right now how to get that put together to make this delicious soup. Oh yeah, a little couple cracks of pepper if you like. This might be a very random video, but I was making some soup that is very similar to a soup that you might get at an Italian chain restaurant where you are family. So this is just mild Italian sausage. It comes in a brick unless you want to buy the ones where you take them apart, right? They're like links. And you're just going to brown it with an onion, half an onion, diced up, whatever you want. I just realized I didn't put something else I like to put in there. And I'm just going to put literally from my local pizza place some crushed red pepper too. And just a little bit, right? You want a little flavor, not too spicy. And just put that in, literally the smallest amount. Miranda, my little daughter, everyone loves this. And you're going to brown that. Now once it's almost fully brown, you can add a little garlic, and I'm just going to throw in like a teaspoon of minced garlic that I already bought from the store that's already minced. So of course you can mince your own, that'd be great too. This is almost there. I'm just going to add some minced garlic. You're going to need, and that's about a pound of sausage meat. You can start with hot Italian sausage. It's just that for me, I feel like I'd rather control that spice. Okay, so after that, you're going to go ahead and cook it in. You're going to add some garlic, which I'll do next. Let that cook down for another, minute or so, and then drain it. So if there's any fat, you want to drain that. I leave a little bit because I like that, but all we're going to do after that is just add in some potatoes, 3, 4, 5 potatoes sliced in with the peel still on, and I'll show you what that looks like. And then you're just going to cover it with broth. Now when I do that, I add enough water to cover the potatoes, and I add enough chicken broth, like chicken bouillon, basically powder, to make a broth, right? So that's fine. So there's no measurement there. You're just covering the, if your potatoes come up to here, you're putting that much water, right, just to cover the potatoes. And then we're going to let that cook down for a while. And then we're going to top it off with some heavy cream, about a cup, 3/4 cup to a cup, whatever you like. And add in some spinach. And I do spinach. You can do kale, which is basically what they use at the restaurant. I like spinach. It's easy. It wilts down. I use about half a huge bag of it. So I will be right back. Okay, so I already added the garlic. Drained most of the oil, or the fat, should I say. And so now I'm just adding potatoes. Again, just a potato that was literally cut in half and then cut in slices, like 1/4 inch slices. You don't want them to be too thin because they will definitely disappear. But here we go. And you can kind of pat those down, and then you're just going to top this with water. So I'll be right back. It takes like 4 cups of water. Again, it just depends on how many potatoes you want to put in there. I did 4 potatoes today. Okay, and that was just adding water, and I have it set on high now because I want it to boil. Once it starts boiling, you can turn it down to simmer, put the lid on, let it cook for like 10-15 minutes until your potatoes are pretty much softened. And then you're just going to add in the 3/4 cup or a cup of heavy cream, and then as much spinach or kale as you like. Like literally, there's no measurements there. This came about, this recipe, of trying out different recipes that had to do with like copycat recipes. That this is the one I do, and it's the best. I love it. There's other ones that add bacon. I don't think there's bacon in the restaurant version. And then for me, since I'm just an old pro, I'm just going to use a tablespoon, like an actual spoon that you eat from, and add in that much. This is probably 6 cups of water. So you should use 6 teaspoons of consomme or broth, right? Maybe a little bit more. And I'll just give it a mix, and then I'll give it a quick taste. The sausage down here is already cooked, from all the cooking that we did to it. It's pretty much cooked through. You're just getting the flavors to meld together. And that's it. That's all the flavoring, you guys. So if you're using chicken broth, or whatever, I use chicken broth, but yeah, that tastes salty enough to me. I mean, that's perfect. But again, once you've been cooking for a long time, you kind of have an idea. I'm going to get this to boil, and then I'm going to cover it, and I'm going to turn it down and simmer for about 10 or 15 minutes. Okay, I'm sorry about the super tight shot, but once it starts boiling, you can skim off that little stuff off the top. I already skimmed some off, and I'm good, or you can just leave it, no big deal. So now it's rolling boil, basically. I mean, the middle isn't quite, but that's okay. We just wanted to get it boiling. You could also start off with hot boiling water if you wanted to start cooking or, heating up some water while you were browning the sausage. That's not a problem. So let's put a lid on this and let's turn it down to medium-low. Basically simmer for 10-15 minutes until your potatoes are almost really tender. Okay guys, so it's been about 10 minutes, and as you can see, some of the potatoes are kind of falling apart a little bit, and that's really good. So that's all I wanted. I haven't really been mixing this at all, you guys. I kind of just let it go. Oh, let's press cancel here. And I'm going to use this heavy whipping cream. Now, what's funny is all these recipes say heavy cream. I don't know if there's something just called heavy cream. I always get heavy whipping cream, so obviously there's a little sweetness to that. But you need 3/4 cup to a cup, whatever you like. I'm going to eyeball this because it looks like there's about a cup left in here anyway. So let's pour that in. Sorry, I usually do a nicer job, but I'm doing this with one hand. Okay, so that looks like that, right? You can give it a little bit mixed, and that, as far as the color, looks right. And then I'm going to add in just a ton of spinach. Now, obviously that settled this down because the cream was cold. So that is some spinach, and then I'm going to add some more. I turned my heat up just a little bit just to get it going. I had to wash this spinach, even though it said it was ready to go. It was not. This is from Sprouts, and generally I love Sprouts, but this spinach was kind of dirty. I'm like, that is really gross. So anyway, let's put that in there. I usually buy mine at Albertsons, the local chain, and it's always been great. Like, always clean, always nice, ready to go like it says, but this was not. So again, as much or as little as you like, or don't put it at all, right? Honestly, I don't taste the spinach. My daughter loves it. Everyone loves it, so I don't. It's just nice to have. And see, once you start messing with your potatoes are breaking up. And as you saw, I did not peel the potatoes. If you like yours peeled, peel them. But it gets to, adds to the rustic nature, gives you a little fiber. It's all good. So I just kind of get this down in here and literally just let it boil again, and your soup is done. Tastes even better tomorrow. But yeah, just like that. Again, 3/4 cup to a cup of the cream. I'll probably start this video off again with an image of the soup, plus telling what you need, since I've been kind of flying by the seat of my pants here for you guys. But yeah, just let it boil. Like, literally, once it comes to a boil, you're done. You're just warming up that cream and, wilting the spinach a little bit. Okay, guys, as this comes to a boil, I forgot to mention, you can hit it with some pepper, to taste. I don't add any extra salt because, obviously, the consomme, the bouillon, has salt, and then so does your sausage, so I don't need to add any salt. What am I doing? Oh my gosh, the first went out of there. But this is so yummy already. But anyway, I just add a little cracked pepper. And that's it. So it's almost there. Again, we're just waiting for this to warm up, spinach to wilt. It looks like we're pretty much there. So I am just going to turn this off, and I'll put some in a bowl and just show you what that looks like. Okay guys, and there's our delicious soup. I mean, I love the green because otherwise the soup would just be brown and kind of pale, but I'm telling you, it is so good. Oh yeah. So, little crusty bread, some butter, just like this. It's yummy. All right, I'll see you all at the next one. I'll have the recipe written in the description box. Bye now.